And now I recognize Mr. Krishnamoorthi for 5 minutes.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Chair. Ms. Ham, I'd like to turn your attention to an article that we found in the Federalist dated April 10th, 2018. It's entitled Equal Pay Day Hype Ignores the Facts and Women's Feelings About the Workplace. I have this article in front of me, and I just want to draw your attention to page 4 of this article. And here you say, quote, women are far more willing to give up higher pay for more comfortable work requirements. You wrote that as part of this piece, correct?
Yes, the piece is about how when you do the calculations of equal pay day in such a way that does not take into account people's desires for what their workplace looks like, you end up not accounting for the fact that women desire flexibility in their work.
I just want to turn our attention to this statement. This is what you said, women are far more willing to give up higher pay for more comfortable work requirements. And, I'm just thinking about Ms. Murray, who's testified today, who spent over 20 years working at Walmart and to this day brings home just over $16 per hour. Do you really believe, Ms. Ham, that Ms. Murray doesn't get paid a living wage or higher than $16 per hour because she chooses not to be paid more?
No, I do not believe that.
And do you believe that she chooses comfortable work requirements over being paid more?
No, what I'm referring to in that article, which you clearly read, is polling on what women want in a workplace, which I think is important to all of us. And one of the things they do want, and one of the things that, by the way, I think we've taken out of the pandemic and can increase, to you guys' points, is more workplace flexibility. I am not casting aspersions on any particular worker at all.
There's no poll. There's no polling that this is citing here for this very broad statement. I don't see any citation whatsoever to any polling
The New York
data.
Times and others have.
In fact, there is none that underlies that very broad statement. Ms. Murray, I want to ask you a very simple question. You're paid $16 per hour. You've worked 20 years at Walmart. Do you feel like you've chosen to get paid less than your male counterparts?
No, not at all. And a lot of male workers get paid more than the women do at Walmart.
For doing the same job?
Yes, and we've asked Walmart to be open about how they pay, how the pay rate is for men and women, and of course they will not show us that. But no, I don't choose to get paid less than men, and I don't stay at Walmart because it's a comfortable position. It's not. I stay there now because I feel workers need a voice across the country, and the only way that's going to happen is through other workers like me and other workers that speak up and speak out. And that's why I'm asking for workers to be put on boards of big companies, workers that work inside stores, so that they understand what these workers go through, because they just ignore us. They don't come in and really truly look and see what's happening. So the only way we can make these changes is to ask your workers that are on the front line. We are deemed essential workers. Treat us like that. We do not need just a 40 cents a year raise. That does nothing for any worker in the country.
So let me turn to Dr. Rogers for a second. With regard to this statement, women are far more willing to give up higher pay for more comfortable work requirements. What is your opinion about that statement? And let's just say that there is polling that shows that some people make trade-offs.
Of course they do. Of course they do make trade-offs.
But is this an accurate statement to describe the entirety of the situation with regard to women?
No, absolutely not. It's not a willingness to give up pay. Women face a whole structure of constraints, forcing them to make decisions and difficult choices. And especially low-wage women and low-income women are not willing to give up pay in order to be able to care for their children. These are constraints they face. Ms. Ham has mentioned several times that education is a public good that we need to be investing in, but I want to emphasize that health is also an incredibly important public good, and we need to invest in health. That means investing in HVAC systems in schools and improving the health at schools when they are open. It also means investing in our paid care workers, investing in our nurses, investing in personal protective equipment, which, as you probably remember, was in scarce supply at the beginning of pandemic. So we really need to invest in health as well as education in order to achieve gender equality.
Thank you very much.